world. It is the welcome to the 31st Climate Change Emergency Rally in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, USA. Trying to get away from the trucks and the constant cars. It is 6:30 a.m. and we're back at it again as far as rumbling goes in the town. So obviously the United States isn't getting off fossil fuels anytime soon, and it's not going to happen, and most likely drag the whole world down with us, but keep trying, keep plugging away by showing up at these things. So let's see, this is the 31st rally, as I said. It is July 19th. So everybody has a part to play in what they need to do as far as trying to avoid our impending extinction. So hopefully more people than just myself will show up at things, but I understand it's early in the morning, and you know what, everyone else can have their own rallies and talk to other people and do what they need to do. The thing about it is you just need to figure out what your role is and try to go full force into that. I really think everyone needs to be an activist and get involved in things as far as it goes, and talk to your neighbors, talk to your family, talk to your friends as to what the situation is. And if you don't know what the situation is, I really suggest you, and this isn't pumping my thing out, but a good start is to start down on this website here that Tanya and I have going, that as far as figuring out what the reality is. If you constantly pay attention to the corporate media, you're never going to get the information as far as how bad things are, and the first time you'll hear about it will be probably the last time. I don't think they're going to let you know ahead of time as far as how bad things are, since 6 families control U.S. media, and they're all right-wing conservative types, even though it's not conservative anymore. It's being radical. Conservative would be trying to save our lives. Radical is trying to kill us all. So basically, the far right and the people that aren't that are denying everything, and the media that's denying everything by not reporting it, are the radicals. We're the ones trying to actually conserve life and keep things going. So the question is, do you want to have an extinction next year, or 10 years, or 30 years, or not at all? And sitting around doing nothing will guarantee probably an extinction within 10 years for our planet. And as far as organic life on Earth, the planet will be just fine. It'll keep going without us, but organic life will probably stop. Right now we're locked into, according to Dar Jamal and other scientists, we're locked into a 130-foot sea level rise. So if you live in Florida, hasta la vista, baby, eventually. It all depends on certain glaciers, whether they slide in the ocean right away or not, or they take thousands of years. But the scary part is that we're locked into a 4 to 7 degrees rise in Celsius in temperature. It doesn't sound like a lot, but what we're experiencing now is only a 1.1 degree Celsius rise since 1880. So can you imagine what's going to happen at 2 degrees, that the IPCC says, oh, we're okay at 2 degrees. We're absolutely not okay at 2 degrees. It's going to be insanity and lack of food, lack of water, and a lot of people are going to be dying. I mean, by the millions, if not billions. So that's at 2 degrees. At 4 degrees Celsius, which is the bottom part of their prediction, is absolutely mind-numbing. And 7 degrees, just forget it. You got no hope. Nobody has any hope of anything. 4 degrees, no one has any hope either. So what I'm trying to say is, these are not scare tactics. They're actual truths that are coming at you. Whether you choose to go with it or not is your choice, but the problem is you're dragging everyone else down with you. And hold on one second. So your choices actually affect everyone else. It's kind of like being a separate country and thinking, oh, the United States is its own country and we're going to go it alone and don't worry about anyone else. No, you're part of the whole world community. So the idea of saying, oh, we're just a separate thing. If you look at the planet, a map of the planet without the boundaries and everything, just a photograph from space, and you try to find our country, it's somewhat difficult. If you turn the planet upside down on your computer, flip it around and take a photo of it, it's almost impossible to see where the country's boundaries are. So, the idea of that we're a separate thing unto itself, and no one is a separate island. Sorry, we're all related. So whether it's an individual or whether it's a nation, we all have our part to play. And it's not a good thing to be self-important and say that we're going to go alone and the hell with everyone else, which is kind of the political climate right now on both sides. So what you need to do is try to follow some sort of media. I would suggest on the internet as opposed to television as far as getting the news and about what's happening. You need to probably be an activist, as I said. The idea of sitting around is those days are over. Sitting around is guaranteeing our deaths. So hopefully everyone will get to it. And next week's, I'm going to end it right here because it's early in the morning and there's a line of cars coming. Next week's rally is on the 26th at 11 a.m. and I'll be at Gettysburg, PA on the square. And I think also the day before at DNC headquarters, Democratic headquarters, going to meet Wilma there at 12 noon. And we're going to protest the fact that the Democrat Party is not having a climate change debate. And they're going to vote on whether to have a climate change debate, which is just kicking the can down the road. As party insiders, they don't want one. They're afraid of losing rather than doing the right thing and trying to save the world and the United States. So that'll be 12 o'clock next Thursday at the DNC headquarters, and also 11 o'clock on Friday here at the fabled place on Gettysburg Square at York Street Crosswalk. See you next week. Bye.